Hi, I'm Neha from Angel's Miracle, and today we have Avni with us, who is going to talk about her healing journey with us. Once again, the objective of this discussion is to create hope in this world that healings are possible, healings are miraculous, and healings are instant too. So, Avni, welcome to this discussion, and I'm so grateful to you for taking out time and sharing your story with us to bring in hope in this world.
Thank you so much, Neha. And this journey with you has been extremely miraculous, and I'm so happy to be a part of this.
Thank you. Avni, what did you feel as a shift? Like, what were you before the healings, and how were you before you came, and how did you see the shift, and how much time did it take for you?
So I think, when we're talking about what I was fearing losing my job, guilt inside me for things that probably was not even something that I have done, constantly questioning myself. That was what I was before my healings. And what I have become is a carefree woman who will just wait and watch, see, what life has in store, which was just not me. I would be so restless by now, and things have changed miraculously, and it's hardly taken like one session with you, Neha. So, and that's what is miraculous.
Yeah, wow. And when you were in guilt and fear, how did you feel about your life? Did you feel a lot of blockages around? And how did it completely change after just releasing these two big emotions?
I was constantly had this thing of being suicidal, right? Because if things didn't go my way, or things were for some reason things were not okay, I'd feel really like that block from inside. I'd feel that, that's it, my life ends here. I don't have anything to look forward to, which is not me today. I mean, I just am so hopeful. So I think that has the best part of what I felt then to what I feel now. Like I feel all the fears are just momentary, and I know that there's something bigger that's going to happen. And if I have to fast forward my life 1 year from today, things are going to be very different for me. So I know, and I'm very hopeful, which I wasn't.
And how's your family reacting to you with this change?
So I mean, get so anxious, and because seeing me being anxious, they would be anxious. So now seeing me so chilled out, they also like, they're like, okay, the best is yet to come, and it's on its way.
And so you had fears all around your life, or was it only your career or your personal life?
Career has become the biggest part of my life because I'm the sole earning member of the house, right? I live with my mother and my son, so I'm the sole earning member. And the fear is if I don't have a job, how will I sustain? How will I run this house? How will I, look after my child? So that fear was always there in me. I think that has been my biggest fear of all. I'm very confident about everything else. And I think to a certain extent, I fear about my health, which I think I need to come to you for that. Otherwise, it was purely my job. And I lost my job 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
And me sitting so calm and talking to you is just not me. I think by now I would have driven you crazy or driven everyone else in my life crazy, saying, I don't know what to do. How will I survive? What will I do? Good things come to people who learn to love themselves. And I think that's what I learned coming from you.
Yeah, that's so amazing. And that's where, we were talking about it that people keep the fear thinking that the fears will make them do some action in life. And my
True,
advice to everyone is that all these emotions are negative. Fear, guilt is negative. It is not leading you to your freedom. Things will automatically come. It will come if
true,
you were to get into a new job, you will get it, but fear will bring your energy down, and it will just drive you crazy, as you said, and everyone else around you crazy.
true, true. So that's what, right? I mean, things have changed for me. Like I think the first time, uh, I mean, I remember meeting you a few years back to learn angel healing. That by itself brought this whole positive change in me because after that, I always imagined my guardian angels around me. Then a few months back, I just randomly reached out to you because I had this guilt of, losing my friend. And when he passed away, I had blocked him for the last 6 months because he was an alcoholic and his countless calls and his negativity was impacting me. at that point, I was like feeling very guilty that he passed on, and I wasn't even there for him. And that guilt ate me for more than a year. When I met you, and you did the Theta healing, first I think we connected to his soul, right? And just the way that you spoke to me, and the way that, in fact, he spoke through you, I felt that he's forgiven me, and why am I really holding on to this? That made me feel so much better. But then after your healing, I just thought, okay, something miraculous is going to happen. I'm not going to think about it, and this is going to go off. I do think about him, but not with guilt. I think about him with love, with affection, and think about it that, maybe one day when I go on the other side, he's going to be there, happily waiting for me, and he's in a happy space. I think that is what was so reassuring, and the fact that I don't feel that guilt anymore. And it couldn't have been possible without any miraculous intervention. So honestly, I think this only goes to you because I've not done anything else. Also, the fact that, we connected with my father, right? So, I mean, that brought a lot of clarity in many, many ways. We were going through a lot of these, property disputes. Through you, when I connected with my father, I had a better clarity as to, what should I do in this physical, materialistic world? How should I handle these kind of things that I was never trained for? But I think that clarity that, you helped me with connecting with my father, I think that for me was, like I said, miraculous. I can only use one word when it comes to you, Neha, is miraculous. So that definitely happened. This whole thing about this fear of my job was going on. And I think
Okay.
when I did my
Your father passed away how long back?
14 years.
14 years. Okay. So that was
Yeah.
also reassuring things, whatever you wanted to talk
Yes.
that happened. So we do it through the soul communication, just for clarity, what are we doing here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I came back the second time for healing because of my work. That also, I mean, you can see me. If I'm so calm without a job on hand, this is just not me, but you brought the best out of me.
That's amazing. So that second time, I think we did access bars. So we did
Yes, you did access bars.
theta healing
It
and
was just one session of access bars, right?
yeah.
That's completely changed. Feel the best is yet to come, and it's on its way.
Yes, of course. And that's what helps us grow, thinking positive. And it is always, the best is always on our way. But as I always say, we have to put efforts to block our path. We don't have to put
Yeah,
efforts to bring in good in our lives. So that's
true, true, true
my
that.
personal saying is. So
I just hope people who are listening to this are rest assured that they're in the right hands. Or I'd like to even add one thing, just so that naive people in this world understand the line that they need to draw between the right healer and the wrong healer. I mean, there is somebody that I know who's a healer, who at least calls himself a healer. He spoke about how I should spend some time with him to sexually heal myself.
oh,
And I don't think that's a part of healing at all. That
no.
that release, and he said that's when you manifest, and that's when things happen. So I don't think things like that actually exist, right? It's just people who are trying to just make use of you. The same person charges people some 18-20,000 rupees per healing session, which I don't know. He wants to call himself like a celebrity kind of a thing, but I think people should be aware of the kind of people that they go to for healing. You need pure souls. And just to add one more thing is, as soon as somebody enters your place, right, it's extremely mystical and magical. So I think that's an experience that whoever is listening should do, is just come to your little office and your studio, and that by itself, that feeling is extremely mystical.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think these are the blessings of God and gurus who are maybe healing everyone through here. Through me, I don't know much how to heal, but I truly believe it's God who's doing it. So I'm so grateful when somebody says this about my office and my space, and I feel the blessings myself. Like I don't do
Do
anything.
you hear it often? Do
Yeah,
you hear it often about your space? Yeah.
Mostly everyone talks like that, because the space they have to cross to enter my office disturbs them, and the moment they
Yes.
enter, they are like, "Oh, we are in temple." A lot of people have
Uh-huh.
that it feels like temple. So I'm
Yes.
definitely grateful to God and for blessing the place so much.
You will do very well, and thank you. I just hope this experience of mine will help lots of other people who are looking out, for spirituality. I hope this helps.
Thank you. It will surely help. Whoever needs to hear will hear. And once again, the objective is just to spread hope, that you don't need to get stuck anywhere. Healings can be very instant and fast, only if you're receptive. Because people who
Of
are not
course.
receptive also do not heal. So it's like a small
True.
disclaimer. You should be willing to heal. There is
True.
no end what God can do. It's like that it can heal you in seconds, and I have seen that, like, every
True.
day is a miracle for me. So I see that was life shifting in just 1 or 2 sessions, and which is a miracle in itself.
Yes, it is. It is. I have to come back to you for my next session.
Please do. You're most welcome. Okay.
Thank you, Neha. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for this.